See, change is inevitable, so it's never too late to make a difference as an individual. Cause we gotta do that to become better as a whole. All for one, and one for all. See, change is inevitable, so it's never too late to make a difference as an individual. Cause we gotta do that to become better as a whole. All for one, and one for all.
Good afternoon, Wolfpack. How the fuck are we doing today? Good, I hope. Gotta make a few adjustments. We're definitely trying some new things today. And one of them is from a pack member that requested that, or suggested, not requested, that I start doing lives in different places, such as YouTube, Twitch, and he gave me a few others, but I couldn't remember. So we're trying that today, and we're gonna, for new people watching, if you're watching live on YouTube or Twitch, my name is Rooster, and I basically do this mental health support group where we come together, do lives, post different things, trying to help support each other. We have a wolf pack mentality. That's why it's called Yana's Wolf Pack. And Yana stands for You Are Not Alone. But we have a wolf pack mentality where basically we're just a group of people trying to battle our mental illnesses and anxiety, depression, PTSD, whatever comes along with the mental illnesses, whatever your definition of that is, to battle it together. So I definitely am a little nervous right now, just going live on different places I've never gone live before. So there's going to be people that are watching that I have no clue that even watching. So bear with me. But where can you find us? Let me get my little banker up here. Where can you find us? So again, this is Yana's Wolfpack. Yana is spelled Yanas, and it stands for You Are Not Alone. You can find us on a private Facebook group and now a public Facebook page, which doesn't actually matter anything to the private Facebook group. I'm going to basically be using the public page for different things. Getting interviews out there that I'm going to be starting next week on Monday. I need to make a post about that, let people know. Our first interview is going to be with Bethany Hellman. Hillman. Sorry if I butchered that name, but she basically created this. Yeah, she'll have to explain to you. She'll have to explain to you. And we'll make a post about it. But that's what I want to use for the public Facebook page for Yana's Wolfpack. Getting the nonprofits and organizations into one central place and following them, they can follow us, blah blah. So it's not gonna affect any of the private Facebook group. I sent out invitations and today and everything. So if you got one, follow it, like it, see what I post. Uh, we're gonna get to a little segment now called Leaders of the Pack. It's pack member contributions that hold on, I need to find the banner. What is going on today? Oh well, I must have accidentally deleted it. So hold on real quick. Probably gonna spell this contra. Probably gonna spell that wrong. I think. All right, so I don't know how that got deleted today. So we're gonna get into this little segment, like to call it, leaders of the pack members' contributions, where I basically pull things off of a private Facebook group, and it basically is where people go and post different things, add different things of value to the group. I want them to be recognized. I want them to be able to, know that their contributions and the energy and effort that they put into the private Facebook group, that it's recognized and valued and appreciated. So we're gonna start off the day with, credit this goes to credit goes to PAC member Jamie. I swear I am not usually this bad. I am more upbeat, like, uh, so anybody's watching on YouTube or Twitch, I I apologize right now. I'm not usually this bad. Uh, again, my own anxiety getting the best of me right now. So credit goes to PAC member Jamie, and the first meme that I pulled off of here is the perspective of the day for October 7th, 2022. It says the following: "Life is a series of unexpected, spontaneous changes. Stop fighting them. Doing so only leads to unhappiness. Allow things to unfold naturally. Meanwhile, embrace your present and live each moment to the full. Enjoy the little things in life and cherish your time with your loved ones." Thank you for your contribution there, PAC member Jamie. I really appreciate you posting the perspective of the day every day like you do. Next one, credit goes to PAC member Jess. She posted, "It's a great day to start treating yourself better, like you matter, because you do." I appreciate you, Jess, everything that you put into the Facebook group. Credit goes or for this one, credit goes to PAC member Becky. "Every struggle in your life has shaped you into the person you are today. Be thankful for the hard times. They can only make you stronger." Thank you, Becky, for your contribution. She's also one of the moderators of the group. Helps out a lot. I appreciate everything she does. So, somebody commented. Uh, we're gonna go on. I don't think I gave the friggin' morning. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Sorry. Like I said, my anxiety's pretty high right now. Going live on YouTube and Twitch. Ain't never done that before. Trying to become more public and get over these anxieties. If you don't work on them, then, they're always gonna control you. So, this one goes to credit or, oh my god. Credit goes to PAC member Stacy. "The soul usually knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind." That is a big challenge. It is something I definitely try to work on a lot, is just silencing the mind, 'cause if you're like me, my mind races constant. Credit goes to PAC member Stacy on this one. Again, if you don't separate yourself from your distractions will eventually separate you from your goals and the life you want. Very true. All the distractions that you have in your life, including social medias, video games, what else we got? TikTok, all these different things distract you from what you actually want in life and your goals. Now, realizing on Twitch, yes, Twitch is a video game streaming place where they play video games and people watch them and this and that. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I ain't judging. Like, I love video games too. I wish I was good enough to get on there and start streaming and making money off of that. So, but, don't let your distractions distract you from your goal, because it may be like maybe you're scrolling around on Facebook too much and scrolling around on YouTube and TikTok. You're watching other people on Twitch, play video games when you should be on there doing it yourself. Stop letting shit distract you. So, I gotta take the banner off for this one. Where's it at? Yep, gotta see it. This, credit goes to PAC member Zach. "Self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. This is a big one. That is definitely a big one. If you wanna hear that one again, I'm gonna say that one again. Self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to your or to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. I have something going on here that I don't know why I can hear myself with this other mic. Hopefully hopefully that's not doubling back on you guys. Maybe it's through Twitch. So, hopefully that's not been doubling back on you guys and repeating itself badly. Alright, we're gonna go on to the next one. Credit goes to pack member Zach again. You can only win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. That that is a big one. This one also is from pack member Zach. 3 simple rules in life. Number 1, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. Number 2, if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. Number 3, if you don't step forward, then you're always in the same place. 3 very simple rules in life, but I wish a lot more people would understand these and follow these rules. Because all 3 of them are very, very good rules, especially with our mental illnesses. We're gonna move on. Credit goes to pack member Stacy. When a toxic member or a toxic person can no longer control who or oh my god, I can't read this morning. When a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. The misinformation will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth like you did. Man, I don't know what my problem is today. So this one goes to pack member myself, Rooster. Posted this one yesterday. Thought it was pretty important to add. Please don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing your best with what you know. You're continuing on despite how hard it's been. Give yourself a little bit more credit. You deserve it. Starting to get a little aggravated with myself with this shit. Need to calm down, take a breath. Woosah, right? Just take a fucking breath. This one is also from me, Rooster, pack member Rooster, me, myself, and I. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Okay, we're going on. There's a credit. It goes to me again. Me and myself and I, good old Rooster. Can't fucking talk this morning or read, apparently. Instead of saying I can't, start asking how can I? Instead of saying I wish, start asking how resourceful can I be to attain this? Instead of saying I can't afford that, start asking how can I afford that? Successful people just ask better questions. So basically, stop saying I can't and say how can I? Stop saying I can't do this or this isn't possible or there's no way I could do this, and start believing in yourself and asking yourself, instead of saying how I can't, how can I? All right, what else we got? The credit goes to pack member Stacy for this one. Don't allow yourself to be controlled by these 5 things. Number 1, your past. Number 2, other people's opinions. Number 3, limited beliefs. Number 4, relationships. And number 5, money. Don't allow yourself to be controlled by those 5 things. Other people's opinions is probably one of the biggest things that we allow other people to control us with. You know, the opinions of others shouldn't matter to you and shouldn't be in your own brain, but we've discussed that before. I believe this is the last one. Yep, this is the last one. This one I haven't posted in the group yet, but I heard it off of moto video that I listened to this morning, and it's a quote by Frank Sinatra. He says, "The best revenge is massive success." I know a lot of people. I'm gonna turn off the slide now. A lot of people sit there and like, oh, I got to get revenge for this, tit for tat, and I got to make sure that somebody feels how I felt by them doing this to me in this way, and an eye for an eye, right? Well, the best revenge is massive success. When somebody tells you that you can't do something and that it's not possible for you, that you're not smart enough, you don't talk good enough, you don't look, you don't dress well enough, all those different things that that is in your head. Maybe they've told you, you're too dumb. All these different things, right? The best revenge to get from that person is to show that person how successful you really can be with the very things that they told you that you couldn't do. For me, for example, I was once told by somebody that their opinion of me mattered a lot. And basically it was, who's gonna fucking listen to you? Look at the way you dress. Listen to how you talk. Look at the way you act. I cuss a lot and I stutter. I also have, freaking anxiety and depression. So that makes things worse. I dress right now, friggin' I'm wearing a different hoodie than I have been the last couple days. That one needed washed. But look at the mohawk. I need to cut it down, by the way. I need to cut it down. But I usually have a mohawk. Look at all these different things that people just look at you. You don't look professional. You don't act professional. You don't talk professional. You don't even know big fancy words, big fancy college words that people use. You cuss too much. All this different shit that somebody else once said. I've been doing this for 4 years. I created a private Facebook group and 4 years ago where I started doing lives and bringing people together that suffer with these mental illnesses, such as anxiety, depression, PTSD, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever that definition of mental illness is for you, and what you battle with every day. And it's not suffering. You don't suffer through mental illnesses. You battle with them because it's a fucking war every single day to go through this shit, right? Start changing your vocabulary. But I started this group 4 years ago to start bringing people together. For the most important thing is because when I was really suffering and going through the things that I was going through 5 years ago, before I started on this journey of self-healing, which I'm still on and will continue to always be on to make myself better and to not let these things control me, I felt alone. I felt like there was nobody else out there that could understand the things that I've gone through, understand my mindset, the thoughts that I have, suicidal thoughts, and friggin' anxiety, uh, wanting to make people feel how I felt. How dare people have an ounce of happiness when I couldn't even be happy myself? So I would hurt others just to take their own happiness away from them. All these different things. I started a journey where basically I'd got to a point in my life and just said that life is not worth living like this anymore. I can't fucking do it. I won't do it, and I'm going to change. And either I change or I'm going to die trying. And that's a pretty serious statement to say. Either you're going to do something or you're going to die trying. Friggin' just like 50 Cent, an old rapper. He don't rap a whole lot anymore, but his movie Get Rich or Die Trying. And that was, a very powerful quote, because back then, 5 years ago, when I had this conversation, to myself, I remember sitting in my car when I was delivering pizzas for Papa John's, and my me and my ex's song had come on for probably the fourth or fifth time that night, and I just started breaking down crying, or I started to break down crying uncontrollably. And we'd been split up for a while, but the song and all the emotions and all the things running through my head, and we had tried 3 different times to get back together, and each time I had tried and tried and tried to change myself, and each time I thought I was getting better and doing better, and come to find out, it wasn't me that just had my problems, but it was all being pointed towards me and blamed on me and everything like that, right? It wasn't just me. But back then I just didn't understand that I wasn't the only problem. And I remember sitting in my car crying uncontrollably because I just wanted all of this to stop. Just begging for the emotions and everything I was going through, just for everything just to fucking stop. The pain and the hurt and everything that I've been through, just for it to stop. And I'd finally made a decision that day that I was going to do whatever it fucking took. It didn't matter what it was, but I knew that life was I knew that there was a better life out there that was be worth living, because the way I was living with all this hate and anger and uh this chip on my shoulder and everything like that, I just couldn't fucking do it anymore. And there was a better life out there worth living. What I didn't know and I didn't understand until years later is that when I finally made that conscious decision that I would do whatever the fuck it takes to change my life and who I was, or I would die trying. That throughout the next 4 or 5 years, that was a very powerful statement. And I got out there, started listening to motivational speakers on YouTube and inspirational speakers on YouTube, started researching all kinds of things, and especially starting this private Facebook group that I started inviting a lot of people to, that I noticed on my own Facebook that they were going through a lot of the same issues and posting a lot of the same stuff, right? So doing all that and then starting to doing lives where it took me 8 hours to do my very first live, to now to where now I'm actually starting to go public with this for the last couple years. It took me 4 years to finally start going public. I have a podcast that I've done for probably, I think, the last year, 120. I think this will be 128th episode. Just recently made a YouTube channel because for some reason, even though I was, going live on my personal Facebook sometimes and doing podcasts all around the world, people listening to me, including like Germany, China, friggin' Asia. We got Texas, Mexico, friggin' Michigan, all around the world. Even though I had that podcast, something about YouTube just scared the fuck out of me. And so finally, the last couple months, I beat that. I finally beat that anxiety and that fear. Started doing it. Now I'm even more nervous today because I'm branching out even further by doing a public Facebook page, and now this thing called Twitch. I've known about Twitch for a while. I just freaking I've watched gamers get on there and do their thing, and love watching them and helping me freaking figure out some games that I've been stuck on. But I didn't know you could get on there too, and it wasn't just for gamers, that it was for other things too. So, but now leads me into the topic of today. If you caught my point in all of that, I was letting fear and my past hold me back from my true potential into what I could really do. And I'm bettering myself every day. I am. I'm learning new things every day. I'm pushing myself every day. I'm not letting fear and the bonds of my past hold me back anymore. I'm breaking those bonds and getting out there more and more. We also have a TikTok. I'm waiting to get enough waiting to get enough followers on TikTok to be able to go live there. So, topic of today. See where the hell did I put that damn thing? There it is. Topic of the day is you can lead a horse to water. Why in the hell would I choose that as a topic, right? So, me and my friend, I guess I could call him Fred now, because we talked a lot yesterday, but the one pack member that I had told you guys about before, that we had parted ways many years ago, I don't even know when. It was probably good 10 years or more. Uh, Finally, we're talking again, forgiveness and letting go of some shit and just talking things out and realizing stuff about each other and grew and stuff, talking more. It's nice to have him back in my life again. But we were getting on the subject yesterday, and I appreciate it. He called and told me, he was like, "Damn, dude, that live you did today," which he was talking about yesterday, but the live you did yesterday was just fucking awesome. Like you nailed it. Like it was great. Really appreciated. Made me think, freaking that I was doing a good job, and it made him think about a few things and stuff like that. But we got on the subject, because he actually said this, but I heard somebody else finish this saying. Have you all heard that saying? Is that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink or her drink? Which one? You can't make it drink. We'll say that. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. He went to say this saying, and when he said it, I was like, man, I was like, you ever hear somebody else, friggin' finish that? Because just the past couple weeks ago, when I went to an event and talked to somebody else, and they had said this saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And they went on to finish this. And I've never heard the ending of this or heard anybody else say that. But you can show them how good that water actually tastes. Which meaning, so the whole thing put together, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But you can show them how good it tastes. So why am I bringing that up today? Why am I, freaking, I'm not calling you guys horses and stuff, but why am I, freaking, why is that the topic of today? Because I'm beginning to realize a lot of people will get on here and watch, and a lot of people will comment, and a lot of people will post, and a lot of people, will do different things. And that's kind of what we were talking about yesterday, me and this pack member. We were talking about a lot of, how he liked and appreciated the whole leaders of the pack segment that I was starting to put in. And that it was kind of charging him a little bit to start posting, even though he was nervous about how, other people would think about him and what they would, think and, say about some of the things he wanted to post and stuff like that. But that he appreciated me doing that because it kind of gave him a little bit more of a drive to push more and to know that what he was posting was bringing value to other people. And other people, not just in the group, but, through the lives and the podcast and everything like that and YouTube channel that, his name was getting mentioned. So it was like basically a recognition for him. And it was kind of, how'd he put it? He was like, he was like, almost like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, that drives me to even want to do it more because, my name's getting mentioned and it makes me, want to post and I want to hear my name out there, friggin' that I know that I'm helping people. So it was funny because I told him, I said, I was just thinking that day before he ever called. I was just thinking that day, man, friggin' these this whole leaders of the pack member contributions segment that I'm starting to implement. It's taken a little bit of the time to do. And I usually go for about an hour, just myself talking. And when I go for an hour, but that leader of the pack segment goes from anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. It pushes my live up to about an hour and a half, pushes the podcast up higher. And so I was sitting there thinking like maybe I shouldn't be doing this, or maybe I should condense this down some or whatever. Maybe I should stop doing it so much. And it was the phone call that he called me and told me that he really appreciated that. So I know, friggin' a few other people, especially the ones that, and I've seen a little bit more people start picking up the more I've been doing the whole leaders of the pack segment. And it's great because it's starting to get people more active in the group. And I'm not playing favorites. I'm not, just picking and choosing, just one certain set of people. They're not paying me. They're not doing anything. They're not, freaking anything like that. It's just whatever I happen to get on there and see in the morning before I do this live. and it resonates with either what I want to talk about, or maybe it's just, something completely off topic, but it's something that somebody else posted in the group and it might help somebody else. Freaking maybe this entire live and everything that I say and do and talk about, maybe they don't fucking, none of it resonated with them. It wasn't what they needed to hear today. But maybe that one post that I read from somebody else in the group that, freaking took their time and their energy and efforts and contributed it to the group, maybe, freaking what they had to say actually will help that person. So, so I told you yesterday, I figured out this whole, be able to put a video in here, and this ties into what I want to talk about today. So I'm gonna play this video, and I want you guys to listen to this. It's a short segment. I actually cut it from a whole big video, but it's Les Brown talking about, freaking what you'll hear. But this is Les Brown, not for me. It's Les Brown.
When everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more. It's a lonely feeling. Oh, it hurts very badly. I know what that's like. They look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else? Why don't you give up?
I remember taking myself off of mute today. I forgot to do that yesterday. I started talking with somebody commented and said, "Hey, we can't hear you." So, did you hear that? Like, did you hear that from Les Brown? He's a motivational speaker that somebody I really look up to. One of the very first ones I found: Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, TD Jakes, friggin' Lisa Nichols, Mel Robbins, all these different ones that I listen to. I listen to so many different ones, and I have a different use for each speaker, because each speaker has their own way of saying things, and each speaker has their own way of, their own voice and what they talk about, and everything like that, just like me, right? I know I talk about a lot of different stuff, but my main focus is mental health. That's, friggin' that's what what the area I am in, right? So I gotta make sure fucking I don't know. We're gonna see how this whole Twitch thing, which no, I don't have a Twitch, but it's called Twitch. It's a gaming streaming place. I'll have to go back and see how it actually did on there. Hopefully it's good. But anyways, did you? I want to play that again, because maybe you didn't catch what I'm about to talk about.
When everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more. It's a lonely feeling. Oh, it hurts very badly. I know what that's like. They look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else? Why don't you give up?
It's a lonely feeling, ain't it? Especially when, people don't believe in you, or, the people that sit there and is supposed to be your best friends, your spouse, your family members, your mom and dad, whoever it is, when they don't believe in you and believe in your idea, or believe, that you can get better and that you can change, or believe that, you can start this business or start this podcast or start this Facebook group or become a speaker or become a video game streamer and make money off of that and do all these stuff, right? It's a lonely fucking feeling when the people that you value so much in your life sits there and tells you that they just don't believe in this, that you can't do this, that it's not possible. And you sit there and you think to yourself, and they ask you sometimes, why don't you just do something else? You're no good at this. Listen to the way you talk. Listen to how you act. Or look at the way you act. Listen to how you talk. Look at the way you dress. Freaking, you don't know big fancy college words. You cuss too much. Fucking, I'm always, and work farm clothes and different stuff like that. It's a lonely fucking feeling when the people that you value so much in your life sit back and just don't believe in you. And they tell you all the time, oh, that's a dumb idea. When most of the time they don't even understand, and you don't understand, that they're placing your limitations on yourself. They're placing these different things because they couldn't see them doing it. They couldn't see how they could make money off of it, or they can't follow their own dreams. And they're just like, oh, just go get a factory job, or just go to college, or go just go do this, do what everybody else is doing. How many people have done that? Or how many people have not listened and went and done what the fuck they wanted to do? And it turned out to be the best thing that they ever did. Now, how many of you are still letting those voices and opinions of others stay in your mind and not go out there and do what your real passion is, what you love doing? Friggin', it's one of the loneliest feelings when you have to walk a path by yourself and not have other people supporting you and not having people there to be along with you. So how does this tie into, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, but you can show them how good the water tastes. I want to start. I got to bring up this fancy little banner. What do you want? What is it that you want? When is the last time you sat down and asked yourself this? What do you want? Not your mom, not your dad, not your spouse, not your family, not your friends, not your kids. What do you want? You got that answer yet? Do you even know what you want? Try sitting down. And some of it, I'm not just talking about businesses here, but I'm talking about some of us like me. I just wanted to get better. I wanted the fucking anxiety and the depression and the fear and all this other shit. I just wanted to stop. I wanted the voices in my head to fucking shut up. I wanted all this fucking shit, friggin' that I'm being stuck in my past to stop. So maybe it's something as simple as that. Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's an idea. Maybe it's something that you want to start. Maybe it's, going looking for a better job because you hate the fucking one you're at. Maybe it is going back to school. Whatever it is you want, you have to ask yourself, when is the last time you've sat down and truly said, what is it that I want? What is it I want to do with my life? There's more than just sitting here at a dead-end job, friggin' making somebody else rich. There's more to life than just having anxiety and depression. The opinions of others are not the labels that the labels that somebody else puts on you does not define who you are. Right now, I can't remember who said that. Can't remember who I heard that off of. But the labels that somebody else puts on you does not define who you are. You're not just your anxiety. You're not just your depression. You're not just a factory worker. You're not just a mom. You're not just a father. You're not just, we go on and on. But these different things do not define you as a person. But what does define you? Who are you as a person? What is it that you love doing, that you would love to do more of? That you wake up every day thinking to yourself, I can't wait to get off work to go do this. I can't wait to go, friggin' to get this task done so I could really do this. I can't wait to, get the house clean so I could really finally do this. What is it that you want? And a lot of this is sitting down, having a real conversation and writing these things down. And if you don't know what the fuck you want, start writing shit down. Start writing the things down that, friggin' you like doing in your life, and then start picking and choosing which ones that you really want to do. I bet you'll find an answer then. And if you know what you already want, then go out and get it. Stop letting fear and anxiety and the opinions of others hold you the fuck back. Go get what you want. But right now we're going to go more into with mental health. Are you like me and you just want to get better? Are you like me and you just want to change your life? Are you like me and you're tired of the fucking anxiety and depression and all these other mental bullshit fucking your life up? And you don't get to go and hang out with family. You don't get to go to social functions. You don't get to go do all this different shit because your anxiety holds you back, because the fear holds you back, because you're so depressed with yourself that it holds you back. You need to understand that there's a better life waiting for you out there. You just have to reach out and grab it. You just have to go out there and start working for it. You just have to start doing things that you're uncomfortable with doing and facing those fears. How does this tie into the topic of today, where you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, but you can show them how good the water tastes? Because this is what I want. But I want it, and I'm doing everything physically and mentally possible to make myself better. And I want to become a speaker. I want to become a better podcaster, a better influencer, as they call it nowadays. This is what I want. I can't sit here and tell you that you have to do this exact same thing, and then freaking everything I've done is going to work for you, because that's not how it works. What works for me may not work for you. And I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. So if you don't sit here and try these tips and these tricks and everything that we actually sit here and talk about, and the things that the people post in the private Facebook group, if you don't try these different things, just like the 5 things that I read off today, and the three rules to live by. Let's go back to that real quick. 3 simple rules to live by. 1, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. 2, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. 3, if you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. Those 3 simple rules, 3 very simple rules to live by. Number 1, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't know what the fuck you want, then you're never going to get it out of life. So you need to figure out what you want. You need to friggin' understand. Sorry, I was trying to close that screen again. You need to understand what it is, the things you want out of life. Maybe you don't want to become a speaker and do podcasts and do all this other shit, but what is it that you want? I can sit here and talk all day long. I've done it before. I've gone live sometimes friggin' 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Well, not 5 hours, because they cut you off at 4. So, but you get my gist. And I try to do a live at least 3 times a week, but I've been pushing myself to do at least 5, taking a break on the weekends. Even when I don't feel like it, even when I don't know what the fuck I want to talk about. Most times I don't even know what I'm going to talk about before I sit down and start doing these lives. I start just piecing it together and pulling it together, and I start listening to moto videos, and I start, freaking thinking about things that, people have posted and talked to me about. But all this different stuff is I can talk to you all day about it. I can give you advice. I can tell you how much better my life really is ever since I started working on it. I can do all this, and I'm showing you how good it tastes, but I can't make you drink it. I can't make you go out and do these things. But what you need to stop doing is complaining, bitching, pissing, moaning, and whining about the life that you fucking have when you're not willing to put in the work to get a better life. When you're not willing to make the sacrifices to live better and to do better and to become better. I know we're not talking about sacrifices, to fucking to God or fucking or something like that. No, I'm talking about there's going to be things you have to give up. Like stop playing or fucking video games so damn much. Unless that is your job. Unless you're making money off of that. Then yeah, you need to play them as much as you possibly fucking can so you can get better and people watch you and donate money and or pay you to do these games. But if that's not what the fuck you're doing with your life, then what is those video games holding you back from? Scrolling around on Facebook all the time, mindlessly, not even remembering what you posted 5 minutes ago. Not even, applying the quotes and the memes and the fucking videos and everything with your life to make yourself better. You're not even applying the shit. You just like it and share it just for fucking somebody else to not apply it to their life. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But you can show them how good that water actually tastes. And that's what I try to do every day that I'm on here. Every day I try to fucking show you how much better my life has been since I decided that I'm going to either change or that I'm going to die fucking trying. One or the other is going to happen. It will fucking happen. It is happening. My life is a hell of a lot better. Freaking that relationship that I was in 5-6 years ago, I got away from that. I've got over it. I, friggin' no longer fucking, sit around and boohoo and cry and whine and miss that person anymore. No, 5 years fucking later and around 5 years. Yeah, 6 years later. It'd be 6 years later. I'm in a whole completely different relationship that is better than I've ever been in with anybody before. If you're stuck in a situation right now, what are you doing to not get yourself out of it? What is holding you back? You need to figure that out. I can talk all day long. I can give you the tips. I can give you the tricks. I can tell you fucking everything that I've ever done and everything that I've ever tried to help make myself better. But it wasn't just one thing. It was many things. Many, many different things. And what might work for me may not work for you. But you need to find the fuck out what it works for you. And you need to start doing it. Over and over and over again. You need to become obsessed with making yourself better. Obsessed with researching these anxieties and mental health issues. You need to become obsessed with it, almost addicted to the shit to make yourself better. Because that's the only way to get out there and do it. When you start putting in the work and making the sacrifices, giving up different things, stop having, mindless, friggin' drama-filled conversations with people that are been talking about the same shit for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Making those sacrifices. Getting off fucking Facebook. Getting off of TikTok. Stop mindlessly fucking scrolling. Stop sitting there binge watching TV episodes for fucking days at a time and not doing anything else. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of relaxing and resting and enjoying entertainment and the things you get for entertainment. But doing it for days and days and days when you're not doing anything else to better your life, how do you expect to get better? How do you truly expect to fucking change if you're not doing this shit? And I can't make you do it. Your mom can't make you do it. Your friends can't make you do it. Your spouse can't make you do it. You have to put in the work. You have to make these changes. You have to make these sacrifices. And the key thing is fucking discipline. The key thing is that you have to make yourself do what the fuck you don't really want to do. Of course, we all just want to sit around and binge watch the newest episodes on fucking Netflix. Of course, we all just want to fucking sit around and scroll around on Facebook to see what everybody else is up to. But how is that bettering your life? How is that working on these mental health issues that you have? How is that helping you get your goals and your dreams? It's not. None of it is. You need to go out there and find out what the fuck you can do to make. Maybe you're stuck at a dead end fucking job right now. Maybe you're waking up every day hating your fucking life because you got to go in and deal with people that you don't fucking like. Listen to a boss that don't know his head from his asshole because he ain't never really done the fucking job you're doing, but somehow he sucked enough fucking dick or fucking kissed enough ass, licked enough assholes just to get where the fuck he's at. but he don't know how to actually do your fucking job, but yet he's the big man on campus, and he fucking tells you how to do it and gets on your ass when you don't do it, but he takes all the credit when you do your fucking job good. And you fucking hate your boss for this. You're stuck at that dead-end job. Then why don't you start working on your own business? Why don't you, or you go look for a better job where they may appreciate you? Why don't you take your fucking skills to somebody else that actually appreciates what the fuck you're doing? To going and getting another better boss that may be yourself, because you know what you want. Now be careful when you try to become an entrepreneur, because being an entrepreneur and becoming your own boss is not as easy what the fuck people think it is. You think fucking, when you go work, for somebody else, you're punching a time clock. 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. You're punching that time clock. Once you get there is when your fucking work time starts, and once you leave, you're done. It's not like that as an entrepreneur. Freaking people on Twitch can definitely, and these influencers and speakers and all these other fucking, business owners, they can tell you it's damn near a 24/7 hour fucking job. 24-hour, 7-day-a-week fucking job, because you constantly have to be working at your business. And that means you have to sacrifice a lot. Family time, friend time, partying time, going out and fucking doing, all different kinds of things. You've got to sacrifice a lot to make this into what you want. And you got to create a schedule, and you got to treat it just like a job. That's where a lot of people fuck up when they become an entrepreneur. And that's where I fuck up a lot, is that friggin' I put my focus and energy and time on other things instead of sitting here creating more value to what I'm trying to do. I spent all fucking summer out there working on a farm that I'm basically fucking giving up now. But spent all summer out there fucking doing this when I should have been friggin' on here doing podcasts and creating posts and on YouTube and Twitch and finding out how to get better, because that's what my ultimate dream is to become a speaker and mental health and help more people. Well, I can't help more people if I'm so concentrated on this fucking farm for 12, 14, 15 hours a fucking day, and that's all the fuck I'm out there doing. But it does benefit me in some ways, friggin' it does, provide a little bit of food for the family, even though I've got chickens out there fucking that wouldn't lay for like 2 months, and I'm still feeding pigs that ain't gonna be ready to butcher for probably another 7 or 8 months. All this different stuff, but it is providing some kind of benefit and value to me. It does keep me busy too. I like being outside. I like working on things. I like doing different things. But my main focus should be on here. And for the last couple months, that's exactly what I've been doing. Like yesterday. Take yesterday for a fucking example. I was at this fucking computer trying to, figure all this shit out and work on all this different stuff for damn near all fucking day. Damn near all day. I think I had like a few chicken nuggets that one of the kids friggin' made, and then fucking, I didn't eat nothing until probably 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, because I was so focused and so stuck on fucking trying to, get this shit figured. And I was doing that again this morning, trying to figure out this whole linking this public Facebook page to the actual group. I ended up having to delete shit. So entrepreneur isn't what it's all cut out to be, but you got to have the drive and the want. Some people aren't built to be entrepreneurs. Most people aren't built to entrepreneurs. Like I'm beginning to figure out what the fuck it really takes. Some people are meant and just want to go punch a time clock and go fucking make somebody else rich. And you just want to collect your paycheck at the end of the fucking month or at the end of the week and just fucking go on about your business. But you got to find out what you want. And if it's becoming an entrepreneur or starting your own fucking business or doing this idea or doing that idea, it's fucking something that you need to figure out. And you need to figure out why you want it, which is going to bring me up to my next thing. Is, so you want to change. You want to get better. You want to battle you want to start winning these battles with your anxiety and your depression, and you want to fucking start your own business, or you want to be, become a speaker, or you want to fucking become a video game streamer, whatever it is that you fucking want, because I can't decide what you want for you. You got to figure that up. Matter of fact, tell me what you want in the comments. Some of you tell me what you want in the fucking comments that you actually, I've given you enough time to think about it. Tell me what you want in your life. Do you want to change? And if you do want to change, then you need to figure out and back up that with actually doing it, not just sitting here talking about it. You need to hold yourself accountable. You need to sit here and hold your feet to the fire. You'll do it with everybody else. You get pissed and mad as fuck when somebody else sits here and says, oh, well, I'll come and help you on Friday, move your stuff, or I'll loan you this money, or I'll come and do this for you, or I'll help you with this, and I'll do you with that. They gave you a guarantee. They said that they were going to do it. They gave you your fucking word, but you didn't fucking do it. You're not holding your own feet to the fire. You're not fucking sitting here coming up and holding yourself accountable and doing exactly what the fuck you said you were going to do. I had to go check that who left that open a food truck. I did not know that. I did not know that that was something that you wanted to do. That's awesome. Okay, so I got one of the comments on here, and I'm going to kind of get into this person's ass a little bit. And this is what I do. Friggin', this is what I do. What have you done to open up this food truck yet? What have you researched? What have you planned? What have you started thinking about? What have you been looking up? Okay, so like, I know you got Facebook. I know you got TikTok. I know you got YouTube. I tell you all the time to get the fuck off these social medias if you're just using them mindlessly, but get on them and start using them and making them work for you. Create a TikTok channel specifically and only that shows you stuff about opening or getting a food truck started, a food truck business started. Figure that the fuck out. You can go on TikTok and you can search, friggin' whatever you want, opening up a food truck or food truck businesses or whatever, to look for that. And then anything else, and then you follow all the people that's, has that stuff on their TikTok. And then anything else, all the dumb shit where people do these dumbass fucking dances and all this other fucking shit to get attention, you can hold down on that video with your phone, hold down on that video, and another little box will pop up, a white box, and it'll have somewhere on there, usually like in the middle, it'll say not interested. You click that, and then and then another little thing pops up and says, okay, basically TikTok won't show you, shit to do with that stuff anymore. They'll try to, reprogram it. Now it takes like a couple days for it to, for you to constantly do this, for it to finally show you in the algorithm of TikTok to get in there and show you what the fuck you need, or show you what you actually want. YouTube, go on YouTube and start searching this shit up. Find podcasts for it. Friggin' look on Facebook. Research the fuck out of it. But what have you done so far to make that your goal? To start catching that dream instead of just talking about that dream. You could talk about the dream, you could think about the dream, but are you starting to chase that dream? And there's a difference between talking about it, chasing it, and then fucking catching it. When you start trying to catch that dream, it's a bigger step, because when you're just chasing, that's when you're just out here researching, and that's when you're just out here, fucking looking for shit. And that's when you're just out here talking about it. When you start catching that dream is when you actually start doing it. Yeah, friggin', what are the steps? Have you ever sat down and fucking asked yourself the steps? From point A, from start to finish, this is what the fuck I need to do. The first thing I need to fucking do is this. And that normally is saying, I have this dream. This is what I want. But how bad do you want it? How bad do you actually want to open up a food truck? Because if you're just sitting here talking about it, then obviously you don't want it that bad. What are you doing to get it? Okay, this person says, Not much. I've been fixing my credit so that I can get the ball rolling. I did get my business license last week. Okay, so great. So you are starting. So you're on the path. But what is your end goal? From start to finish, that's what you need to sit down with a piece of paper and write. Ooh. I don't know what button I pressed on my fucking mouse, but it just kicked me the fuck out. Yeah, I'm back. Let me make sure I'm back. Or tell me that I'm back. Okay, I'm still here. All right. Fucking yeah, that scared me because I was like, son of a fucking bitch. Here we go again. All right, so start. That's what you need to sit down and write. Where are we at? Start, finish. Now you need to concentrate on this area. What are these steps? Think of it as a ladder. Think of it as a ladder. You're starting at the bottom, and to get to the top, all these different rungs on the ladder, write down the steps. And if you don't know the steps, then go figure them out. Go follow somebody, go fucking research, go figure it out how to get to that. You know, great, you're working on your credit. Great, you already went and got a business license. But what else do you need to start doing? You know, do you need to start seeing what the fuck, everybody else is talking about, what they're making money in? Maybe you have a specific area. Maybe you want to, I don't know, make Mexican food. I don't know if that's what you want to do, but I'm just throwing that as an example. Maybe you want to make a Mexican food for this food truck. Well, what are the Mexican food that you need to learn how to start making? What are the recipes that you need to start perfecting to sit out there and do that? What are the other Mexican food? What are they out there fucking selling? What is the hot ticket item for them? The best fucking meal that somebody, produces out there and makes. What are they making? Figure out how to learn it. Do some taste trucks or food. Damn it. Do some taste tests with different people. And then, find a group of people and say, freaking your friends, family, whoever the fuck it is. Hey, I'm sitting down cooking a meal and all these different things that you are going to plan on having on your food truck. Sit down and be like, hey, freaking, I want you to taste all these different things. Give me an honest review. Tell me what can be better. Can I tweak this or this just wasn't that good? See what, all these different things. And then create a little bit of a following. Make a Facebook page. Make a fucking TikTok about it. Freaking do all these different stuff. And then that way, when you're finally able to buy the truck, have it all equipped and sitting there doing it, you're not just standing there. Okay, what do I do now? Oh shit. Now I need to start getting these recipes. I've got the truck. I've got the license. I got everything I need to do it. But now I need to work on these recipes. Or maybe you've done all this and then you get out there and you start selling it. And then people are just like, oh, this shit's fucking nasty. Nope, I don't really like this one. You've got 20 different things, but people only buy like 2 fucking things and they say that's the best shit on your item. Well, then you need to get read about 10 different other things and start bringing new shit in. Constantly learning, constantly figuring it the fuck out. Now, what else I want you to do is after you figure out what you want to do, write down 3 names. 3 specific names for yourself that that these are the people that you're doing this for. 3 names. It might be hard to come up with 3 names, but give yourself 3 names. And this should be your biggest reason why. Write down these 3 names. Or think of them in your head if you're driving or fucking, at work or whatever. But do this later. Remember, write down what you want. Then, start making a plan. But you need to also think about these 3 people. These 3 people should motivate you, and this is your reason why. Are you doing it for them? Or are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for somebody else? What is it? What is your reasoning why you want to do this? But these 3 names should push you and motivate you. And then what you need to do is have these 3 people either sit down and write you a letter or a note, or maybe the best thing, for you to do with technology nowadays, record them. Sit there and record them on your phone. And, you can make up a script and have them tell you, freaking what, or, what you need them to say. But have these 3 people sit there and tell you whatever it is that you need to have them say. You could have them say, I love you, mommy. I love you, daddy. Keep pushing. Keep going. My future depends on you. I want, a better life. So what you do and what you don't do all reflects back on me. Maybe it's maybe you're trying to do it for your mom, your dad, your family, your spouse. These same 3 people, and it don't have to be, freaking, it can be 3 different, fucking, it could be a family, whatever, whoever these 3 people are for you. You need to sit down with them and tell them, I need you to give me some encouraging words. I need you to friggin' push me. I need you to remind me why I want to make my life better. And this also goes, this doesn't just go for being, becoming an entrepreneur. This goes for actually, changing your life too. This goes into, friggin' becoming a better person. When you've got somebody sitting there telling you, this is why I want you to become better. Because I love you. Because I want better for us. Because I want to see us do better and grow better and have a better life than what we have now. Then after you record them saying this, every fucking time you get down in the dump, every time you let anxiety kick your fucking ass and keep you from taking that next step, every time you let fucking you talk, you start doubting yourself and being like, I'm no good at this, or I'm not, friggin' this and that. You need to go back and either reread that letter, reread that note, or listen to that video recording again and remind yourself why the fuck you're doing this. Because it's not just for you. You're doing it for somebody else too. You're doing it to make them better. Maybe it's maybe you're trying to lose weight. Maybe you're trying to lose weight because if not, you know what the ultimate outcome is going to be. And you just can't seem to motivate yourself very much for yourself. Well, then you need to sit down and have 3 people, at least 3 people. You could have more people do it. Maybe you only have 1 person. But try to come up with at least 3 people to sit down and tell you, if you don't fucking lose weight, then these are the things that I'm going to miss about you. These are the things that I'm going to sit here and wish you were still around to see. This is the reason why I love you so much and like having you in my life. Because maybe maybe if you don't lose the weight that you're going to and down the path, and in a few years you damn well may die. It works with anxiety and these other mental illnesses and depression too. When you're fucking so stuck in your head with depression and you just can't seem to get the fuck up out of bed, maybe having these 3 people sit here and fucking, tell you on a video recording how much you mean to them. When you're feeling alone, you have 3 people telling you on a constant basis in this recording that you can listen to as many times as you want, how much you really mean to these people. When you're sitting here thinking that I don't matter to anybody else and that I should just take my own life and that I should just fucking not be here any damn more and I should, just blow my brains out or take these fucking pills, or I wish I didn't fucking exist. You can go back to these recordings and sit here and remember the exact reason why somebody wishes you or somebody values you for you being here and right now. That these 3 people love you so much that they made a recording to get you out of your deepest and darkest fucking times and pull you back out. And then it don't matter how many times you have to watch them. If you're fucking laying in bed and you have to listen to them and watch them for an entire fucking hour, You have to make yourself get up after that. You have to remember your reasonings why. You have to remember this recording and these people and why you're still here. And if you're so stuck in your head that you can't think of even 3 people, then go to your phone. Go to your phone and look to see who's been messaging you here lately, who's been texting you, who's been commenting and liking on your posts, who's been calling you. I know you're fucking, well, no, nobody cares about me, and nobody, freaking, nobody even, cares if I'm still here. You may be thinking that same fucking thing right now, but facts over feelings. You're feeling this way, so go and prove yourself wrong with the facts. Who's calling you? Who's texting you? Who's checking up on you? Who's messaging you all the time? Who's getting on here and making a podcast for you? Who's getting on here and sending you moto videos? Who's getting on here and liking your different stuff that you post on Facebook? I don't think we understand enough that there are certain people out there that are alive today just because of us. That you get so far stuck in your head that you, maybe because you smiled at somebody one time walking down the street, you actually acknowledge that they even exist. But because you checked up on one time, this happened to me just yesterday. Just yesterday. I like to send moto videos to certain people that have requested it. And if you want to be one of those, certain people to request it, then you need to message me and ask me to do it, because I don't want to spam people. But I just had this happen yesterday out of the fucking blue, and I didn't even know I fucking did it. Is I know somebody, and I found this moto video, and I went through the list of people to send this moto video to. Well, then I just happened to see out of the fucking blue somebody else's name pop up through Messenger that I hadn't talked to in a while, that I hadn't checked up on in a while, and I felt for some reason that I needed to send this moto video to this person. So I sent it. I didn't ask for permission. I didn't ask, fucking them. I used to send them moto videos all the time, so it wasn't, fucking, nothing new to them. And they got back with me after this and told me that they were fucking ugly crying after watching this video that I sent them, because it's exactly what they needed to hear and exactly what they needed to see in that moment because of the way their life was going. That this ugly cry was different from the ugly cry they were having about a week ago, because they were just so down and life was kicking them so fucking hard. That one little fucking act that I did that I wasn't even thinking about. Oh, I remember sending this person a moto video. For some reason, something's telling me I should send it to this person. And it got a reaction from them. And this person come back and told me, you don't know how much this helped me. That I needed this in this very moment. One little act like that. Now go back and think about yourself, how many times in your life, I bet you don't know and understand that the little bit of kindness or the thing that you checked up on somebody one fucking time, just reached out and just asked how they were doing. Maybe you didn't know they had a gun pointed to their head at that moment. Maybe you didn't know that they were thinking about taking a handful of pills. Maybe you didn't know that they were about to cut their fucking wrist. Maybe you didn't know any of this, but because you happened to fucking contact them at that time and just to check up on them and see how they were doing, you might have just saved their life. And maybe they never even told you. Maybe you didn't get that, message like I got back. And that's the reasoning why you need to keep going. Go check your Facebook. See who likes your stuff on a constant basis. And not on no creeper style. Fucking no creeper style. But your friends, your family. Facts over feelings. Prove to yourself that these people actually do care about you. That these people do care whether you live or you die. And if you was to die today, it would affect them some way, somehow, devastatingly. So get out there and start doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. Again, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But you can show them how good it fucking tastes. Maybe there's somebody out there waiting for you to get a hold of them to see how good that water actually tastes. Maybe you need to be out there fucking checking up on them and showing them and bringing some value into your own life by just helping somebody else out, showing them that they're not alone, showing them that there's a better life than what the fuck you're living now. Because what you're living now and the dreams that you're not fucking catching and you're not trying to chase and you're not doing, and this anxiety and this fucking, these mental illnesses that you go through, is not the life you're supposed to be living. You were meant for so much more, and you just don't fucking understand it because you're letting this shit hold you the fuck back. You're letting fear and anxiety and depression hold you the fuck back. And you know what this shit really is? It's nothing but a motherfucking excuse. Nothing but a fucking excuse for you not to get what you really should be getting out of life. Some of us want it so bad that they can fucking taste it, but we're not doing nothing to get out there and actually fucking get it. We're just sitting back talking about it. We're just sitting back wishing and hoping that it would come to us. We're expecting somebody to hand us this stuff in a pretty little fucking box with a pretty little fucking bow, and they say, just show up at our doorstep and say, here you go. Well, I'm sorry, it don't fucking work like that. It don't fucking work like that. You have to go out there and get what the fuck you want. You have to make these changes. You can listen to me. You can listen to Moto videos. You can listen to TikTok. You can listen to Facebook. You can do all this different shit. But if you ain't doing what the fuck you're supposed to do, then you're never going to get what the fuck you want out of life. You were put here for a reason. Like somebody just commented and said, we were put here for a reason. What is your reasoning? And you may never know. You may never figure it the fuck out. You may not know that the one time you helped some old lady at the grocery store put some groceries into her car, or you opened a door for someone one time, and you weren't even thinking about it. You thought it was the gentlemanly thing to do or the nice thing to do if you're a woman. You just sat there and opened the door. You don't know that that person that day thought that, if I was thinking about going into that restaurant to kill them, they were going to have their last meal, and then after they left, they were going to fucking kill themselves because they think that nobody out there simply knows that they exist. And you opened that door for them and smiled at them and acknowledged them. And you may have just saved somebody's life. You don't know what you mean to somebody else, a complete fucking stranger out there. You may never know. You may never know that you actually helped that person. But if you give up now, if you stop now, then you're never going to know. And you're not. Oh, think about all the people that you could be fucking helping. Think of all those people you could be helping and showing that it's possible if you lose the fucking weight you're supposed to be losing. Show them that it's possible if you make that post. Show them that it's possible that you can go out there and start that food truck business. That's the one thing that I want the most. Sitting here thinking about it, it's never really been, yes, I want to become a speaker. Yes, I want to, fucking help people. Yes, I want, people to get better. But it's never really been about that. The one thing I've wanted most my entire life is that I didn't want to work somebody else, or I didn't want to work for somebody else. I wanted to build something that was mine. I wanted to build something from the ground up and then get successful enough to it when I had people sitting there telling me, you can't do this, you can't be that. It's not possible for you. Look at the way you talk. Look at how you act. Listen to the cuss words you say. Look at how you fucking dress. And be able to come back and fucking, like Frank Sinatra said, the best revenge is massive success. For me to be able to go back and fucking tell them, look what the fuck I did and you said I couldn't do it. I want to build something from the ground up that's mine, that nobody else can take away from me, that nobody else can fire me, that nobody else can just decide one day, you know what, I don't no longer want you here, or we're downsizing. We're doing this. And then what I want most of fucking all is to be able to show my kids and the rest of my family that whatever they want in life is possible if you keep working, if you keep doing, if you keep trying. No matter how many times you fail and get knocked down, you get back up. That it doesn't matter what other people say and the other people's fucking opinions and limitations about what you want to do. I want them to know and understand that you don't have to go out there and make somebody else rich and work for pennies on the fucking dollar for some factory that's going to break your body down and not give a fuck that if you die on fucking Monday, they'll have you replaced by Tuesday. I want my kids and my family to understand that more than all, that you can get out here and make your dreams possible and do what the fuck you want, and don't let nobody else, including me, to tell you that it's not fucking possible. That's what I want. That's why I try to do this so much. That's why I've been trying to figure out my fucking why. Because up until, and I remembered, that's always what the fuck I wanted, but I can't remember why do I want to do this. Sometimes we lose sight and we lose the feeling and the want and the drive and the know-how of why, and we can't remember why we actually started this. We lose that. And then you got to remind yourself. And then you got to think, this is why the fuck I'm doing this. This is why I want this so bad. This is why I'm sacrificing. This is why I'm giving up time and with friends and family to go out and fucking party or go to social events and go do all this different shit. This is why I'm sacrificing not playing on fucking Facebook all day long and been watching fucking YouTube. This is why. And these three people that I sat here and fucking talked about, and these three people that I sat and wrote down about and had them record, this is why. They are my reasonings to why. And I need to keep pushing them. If I can't do it myself, if I get so low in my life that my anxiety, my depression, and everything else fucking brings me down to my knees, and I can no longer do it for me, and I don't remember why I'm doing it, then I need to remember why I'm doing it for them. Why I had them make that video. What I'm trying to achieve in my life so I can show them that it's fucking possible so they can get it done too. Because a lot of you don't understand either that your mental illnesses and your physical traits and your overweight and your obeseness is hereditary in a way. It's all learned behavior. So do you know and understand that you're passing down your anxiety and your depression down to your kids? I know my 16-year-old has anxiety. I know my 14-year-old in there has anxiety. I know my 14, 15. I got so many, I got to count which ones they are. I know that one has fucking speaking anxiety. One suffers from anxiety so bad she can't get out there and do fucking a lot of shit. I've given my own 16-year-old son fucking anxiety to the point to where he's afraid of me to tell me certain things. You put your anxieties and your mental health issues onto your kids, and they learn it from you. If anything, if you don't want to do it for you, then do it for them. Whatever those three names are out there for you, do it for them. To show them that it's possible. To show them that you can beat anxiety and that you're not going to let the fear sit back and control you and hold you back. Show them that it's possible to go out there and start that food truck and start your own business. Show us it's possible that you can go out there and lose the fucking weight. Show them that it's possible that you can sit there and make money off of video gaming. Show them it's impossible to become a fucking speaker. Whatever their dreams are that they want to do, show them that it's possible. And you don't realize right now that you're letting all these mental health issues fuck you up so bad that it may be stopping your own children from fucking being able to do what they want to do in life. Because if mommy and daddy sat here and let this shit control their life and they didn't try to fix it and they didn't try to break these bonds and they didn't try to get over their trauma and they didn't try to get better in life, then why and how am I going to do it? Because if my own father that I look up to, that fucking, is such a strong and powerful man, and I look at him like he's fucking Superman and could take on the fucking world, if it's not possible for him, if he can't fucking do it, then how is somebody like me supposed to do it? If my mom were I see sit there and breaks her fucking back every day and works 2 fucking jobs and goes out there and makes just to make fucking ends meet, and I ain't got a fucking father to sit here and do it, and she's out here doing all of this and still comes home and cooks for me and still cleans and fucking helps me with my homework and does all of this different shit. If she can't get over this shit, she can hold 2 jobs. She can still come home and cook. She can still go home and clean. But if she can't get over her own anxiety enough, then that must be a battle and a demon that I just can't fucking defeat too. So if she can't do it, and if he can't do it, then how am I going to do it? When are you going to break that generational curse? When are you going to show them that it's possible? When are you going to show them that the things that you need to learn yourself is still what they need to learn too? And we all lead by example, that our kids follow us by example. The shit we say, the shit we do, the fucking things that we learn, the things that we don't do, the times that we don't fucking keep our own word to them, they all learn from us. Whether you realize it or not, whether you're meaning to or not, they learn it from you. So why not actually start showing them that this is possible, that it's possible to change, that it's possible to sit there and get over your anxieties. It's possible to beat depression. It's possible to start your own business. It's possible to get healthier. It's possible to live. It's possible to get over your traumas. It's possible. If you don't fucking think it is, and after listening to me, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You need to go out there and find somebody that's going to make you believe it. Now, there should be one more person to add to that list, a 4th person. You need to do it for you. I didn't tell you to write yourself down. I told you to write 3 other people down. You need to make sure you're on that list too. You need to start taking care of you. You need to stop worrying about everybody else and working for them and helping them and being there for them when they ain't returning the favor. You need to be there for you. Stop people pleasing. Stop worrying about what else somebody else is doing. You need to do this for you. Because how are you going to get a better life and show your kids a better life if you ain't doing what the fuck you need to do? And if you ain't your number 1 priority? Yeah, you got kids. Yeah, you got spouse. Yeah, you got a mom. Yeah, you got a dad. Yeah, you got fucking family. Yeah, you got friends. But start leading by example and live your life for you. Start that food truck service for you. Lose that weight for you. Because I'm telling you, if you don't lose that fucking weight for you, then it's not just everybody else is going to suffer. You're going to suffer too. You're going to miss out on all these things that we've talked about before. And yes, this person does know exactly who I'm talking about. And this person is watching. And I'm trying to get into this person's ass once again. Because that's my job and that's what I'll keep fucking doing. That's what I do best. I'm an asshole. But I'm a nicer asshole than what the fuck I was before. But you need to start doing it to you because you deserve a better life than what the fuck you're living. And it all starts with you. Again, I can lead you to that water, but I can't make you drink. But I can show you how good that fucking shit tastes. And it's magical. Once you can get to the point, I've been talking about this a lot here lately, where I'm not having to take my fucking sleeping pills as much. And if you listen to me long enough, you understand that I hate taking fucking pills, period. I don't even like drinking alcohol. I don't like doing drugs. because I like being in control of myself. And the one thing that's always fucked me up so much is that I can't even control my own mind. The last month, there's only been a few times where I've went to every fucking night I've had to take my sleeping pills and damn near overdosing on them because I can't even fucking get to sleep. The last month, I probably only had to have taken them 2 or 3 nights. I've been able to calm my mind. I've been able to sit here and not let it race. I make my mind work for me because I own that shit. My mind don't own me. I make it work for me. I'm the fucking boss of my own mind. How I've done it? Simple. But it's not easy. I've sat there and I've focused on not thinking of anything. How the fuck you do that when your mind constantly races? Because I'm just like that. Yes, I make my mind. I shut it the fuck down. I make it do it. And if it don't work, I do it again. When I start having trailing thoughts and I start having, fucking things popping up in my mind that I have no business even thinking about, like why don't fucking penguins have knees and fucking why do fucking bumblebees be able to fucking fly even though science fucking says that they can't fucking fly? Like all this dumb shit and what the fuck I did 10, 15, 20 years ago to this one person and that, what this one person did to me fucking 10 or 15, 20 years ago and I can't fucking change it. My mind starts racing like that. I sit there and fucking tell it, no, stop. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Stop. And then I focus on my breathing. And then I start imagining. It sounds real fucking weird and stupid. But I start making, I've been doing this thing where I've been like imagining my brain shifting in my skull, which I know it's not doing. But I'm making the muscles on the outside of my skull, one by one, I'm moving the right muscle, and then the left muscle, and then the back muscle. Yeah, and then the front muscle. And I'm just doing that over and over again. I don't know why the fuck I'm doing it, but it just helps, okay? Don't fucking ask me. I have no science behind it. I'm not saying this is a fucking cure-all, but I'm concentrating on something other than what the fuck my mind's saying. And then when my mind starts to race, I remember I just take a deep breath and let it out. And then I tell myself to stop. And then I concentrate on moving the muscles on my fucking head. And somehow, some way, it doesn't take me fucking an hour, 2 hours, or it doesn't fucking take me until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to fucking go to sleep. All of a sudden, I'm asleep and I'm waking up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. Instead, I have no fucking clue. Maybe you can't do this. Maybe this is just me. I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe it's all of the work that I have done in the last 4 or 5 fucking years, and I'm finally getting to see those fucking seeds grow. And I'm seeing the fruits of my fucking labor. Maybe it's taken that fucking long to where I can finally sit here and control my own fucking mind. Does it always work? No. Has there been a few times this month where I've had to fucking take my sleeping pills just to get me to sleep? Yep. But they're there for when I need them. I'm not just going to throw them the fuck out and think I'm 100% cured. Just like I, friggin' still have to take my anxiety pills sometime. I don't believe in the fucking drugs. I don't believe in the fucking therapist. I don't believe in this fucking shit. And if you do, that's fine for you. That works for you. I just don't like the shit. A therapist ain't going to fucking sit here and tell me exactly what the fuck I need to do and make me do it. I'm going to make me do it. But seeing like somebody just commented and saying, actually seeing progress helps a lot. Yes, the fuck it does. Seeing the progress, but you got to understand that seed that you planted and you put in the fucking ground, it takes a long time for it to finally sprout and start becoming a fucking flower or a vegetable or even a tree, an oak tree. You think that big massive ass fucking oak tree that fucking is 20, 30, 50 feet in the fucking air and bigger than fucking what you can hug? You think that just popped up one day, just shot up in the fucking air into 50 feet, and it was after you planted that fucking seed that very next or that first day before the previous day? No. It took it years and time and patience. How many storms have that fucking tree gone through? How many cold nights did that tree go through? How many times did that tree fucking, bloom and make flowers or fucking, grow new leaves and then shed them with the seasons, just like we were talking about the other day. Till it grew and grew and grew into what you see it is now. And you got to understand that you're going to go through all these hardships and all these times and all this shit. And it's going to make you stronger. I don't give a fuck what other people say. Yes, the trauma that happened to you was not your fault. And yes, friggin', it's a hard thing to get over. No, fucking, you just shouldn't have had to gone through that to make you stronger. But stop being a motherfucking victim and be a victor. Remember what I said before. You're a survivor. You're a victor. You're a fighter. And you're a motherfucking warrior. Start fucking acting like it. You wake up every day with a battle going off in your head before your feet even hit the fucking ground with this anxiety and these depressions and all this shit going off in your fucking mind. You start the war before you even open up your fucking eyes. You go to war every fucking day with yourself. You fight this battle every fucking day. Start sharpening your tools. Start actually fucking learning the things you need to do and sharpening your fucking weapons and getting out there and understand. And I know nowadays, yes, we have guns and everything like that, but I think of medieval fucking times and swords and battles. That's how I see a battle. Fucking people sword fighting and fucking axes and all this kind of shit, bows and arrows like that. That's a fucking battle, not the fucking guns and shit. That's pussy shit. Fucking back then when men had to be fucking men and fucking, strike people down with fucking axes and everything and swords. And it was all about skill and strength and fucking, and what's the word? Fucking not knowledge, experience. Start fighting back. And somebody just commented and said, start fighting back. Stop taking this shit. Stop letting this fucking shit kick you in your ass. Start fighting back. How do you do that? Like I always fucking talk about. Research and learn. And then actually implement. And do the things that you research. Don't do it for 1 or 2 days. Don't do it for 30 days. Don't do it because it fucking takes 66 days to fucking make a new habit. Just do it and do it and do it and over and over and over and over again until it becomes a habit. All right. I've gone on for a long time today. I'm going to get the fuck off here. Not bad for somebody who started with fucking real bad anxiety this morning and didn't know what the fuck I was really going to talk about and fucking say. Not bad, huh? I think that ended up being a good fucking live. Need you all to remember 2 very important things. Strong with what you think, and you're not alone. Peace.